The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling today? Or I should say tonight, because it is nighttime. It's dark as hell. I hate around this time. It gets so dark early. But let me say what's up to the people before we start. What's up, Stephanie? Thank you for being here. Shout out to Melanie. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. What's up, Miss Purple? How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. Thank you for being here. What's up, Mary D? Thank you for being here. Jackie, I love seeing all the green, by the way. Sexy 60, Jayla, Denitra. Who else we got here? Tiffany. All right. Oh, Carol. Thank you. I appreciate all of y'all stepping into the room. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, all that good stuff. Y'all already know the spiel. What's up, everybody? What's up? Thank you. Oh, and you got notifications. Good. The last time I asked that question, it was like, because I'm waiting for more people to come in the room, so I might as well just talk y'all ear off real quick. But last time I did it, it was like a 40-60 split. 60% said yes, they did. And then the other 40 said they did not. So I'm going to go ahead and ask that question again. Did you get notifications for this video? Yes or no? Okay, and we'll start the poll question now. Okay. And then people will check the replay as people come in. That's cool, whatever. So quitting YouTube has been like a theme all of a sudden. I don't know why, but I was all like, let me talk about when I was going to quit YouTube, and I was going to quit a few times. Oh, and shout out to everybody on Facebook. Thank you for letting me know, Melanie. Okay, they are sending out notifications. Shout out to Facebook. What's up, Ingrid? So there was a time I was going to quit YouTube, actually twice. I was going to quit. Hell, I ain't even going to lie to y'all. I think about quitting at least once a week. Just because the games that YouTube be playing, the politics and everything else, I'm just all like, man, I am done with this. And especially over the weekend, I don't know if you guys know, but I was telling my members, shout out to my members, I was telling them that all my videos over the weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they were all in the yellow. For those of you who are not content creators, what that means is that they put limited or no ads. So like on all those videos I did on the weekend, I would make like $1 or $2 if it wasn't like a membership or a super chat sent to me. So I barely made any money. So I was like, well, damn, I'm not going to keep on doing this if I'm not making any money. It seems like they're fixing the issue and stuff like that because a few of my videos have gone green. But I'm not one of those content creators that have like a lot of yellow and red videos that I can monetize. That's why I try to keep that panel to a minimum, because you notice when people do those panel shows, those usually go in the yellow or the red. That's why they stay on so long, because they're hoping to get a cash up or super chat to make up for their video not basically going to make money. That's the see, I don't let y'all in on the secret. See, y'all know the secret now. So anyway, So I was like, yeah, if I'm not making any money, then I might as well just quit. But I'm not quitting. I'm still here, y'all. But as a content creator, you do go through your own um, self-doubt, your own what am I trying to say? Insecurities. They kind of get to you, especially when you see people growing faster than you or people doing better than you, and you start comparing. I don't do that necessarily too much, but you do look around and be like, well, damn, how are they doing so great? I know I'm better than them. Naturally, as anybody, when you know that you on top of your stuff and you know that you're a better content creator than other people, you get that way. You be like, why are they getting this and getting that? I should be getting that. So naturally, that goes through your head. But I will say this. You can't compare yourself to anybody else. So if you want to quit because you're comparing yourself to other people, that's not the right route to go. Definitely. That is not the right route to go. What's up, Miss Curiosity? Oh, you weren't notified of the last video? Oh, okay. But you got to keep on going, keep on being persistent, keep on putting out content. Like, do not stop. I know that sounds cliche. Oh yeah, just keep on putting out content and you'll be fine. No, keep putting content out, keep pushing it out, keep going and going and going. Do not stop, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something or you're beneath them. Never let nobody tell you that. Like I said, with YouTube, there's all different forms of content that you can do. The shorts, the pre-recorded videos, the lives. Do all three of them, a combination of all three. Also, when it comes to Facebook, there's posts and stuff that you can do. Don't quit on YouTube, because I was gonna quit on YouTube. I ain't gonna lie. I said YouTube was the devil, so I was gonna quit on that. But don't give up for nothing. Because one day you might be sitting back and be like, at your 9 to 5, getting yelled at. Your boss might be telling you to do something ridiculous or something that's not in your job description. And you're going to be like, damn, what if I would have stuck out with that YouTube? I probably could have made something of myself, blah, blah, blah. So you never really know. You got to keep on going, you guys. And so one of the things that made me want to quit a few times is like the nastiness on YouTube and the part of being a content creator that people don't share too much. Thank you, Aria. Yes, the stuff that people don't share is either the behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, the coalitions that go against you to try to take down your channel. When those things happen to you, you be all like, it's not worth it. So let me take you back to 2021. 2021. No, actually, I think 2020 was the year. No. It was 20. Dang, a lot happened in 2021. That year was trash. For YouTube, that year was really trash. I'm just going to be honest. But we're going to take it back to 2021. 2021, what happened earlier in that year is that I was doing a video and all of a sudden I was doxxed, and like they had my address, they had my family's name, and it was just so random because like I don't even think I was beefing with anybody. No, that's a lie. I was, because I accused that person and it wasn't them. But they had doxed my address and my family's name, and I was really scared. Like, nobody tells you this part because, I do comedy, make jokes and stuff like that, but I never think that people take it so serious where they want to dox me and put on my address. Just, think about you just chilling and then somebody put your address for thousands of people to see. Granted, I'm not like a celebrity, and I was a lot smaller back then. People would do anything to try to destroy you because they just don't give a damn. So it scared the mess out of me. I was scared. I was scared ishless, because I can't cuss. Ishless. I was scared like that. And I remember it was in February. I was like, y'all, I did this whole video. I'm quitting. I said, I'm quitting. I'm done. I was like, if people are going to be doxing my family, now we fast forward to 2023. But if people are going to be doxing my family, if people are going to be putting my address out there, I don't feel safe. This is not worth it. I'll go back to work. Give me a 9 to 5. And what kept me on the platform is that people showed me so much love and they were all there supporting me. I still have that live up where I initially talked about quitting and stuff like that. And like there were so many different content creators and people I don't talk to anymore. There were so many different content creators coming up showing me love, all like AT2, don't let this stop you. We gonna help you, and don't trip about it anymore. And I really needed that love and support, and that's what helped me stay on the platform. So even though some of those people that were supporting me then don't rock with me anymore, I will always say thank you for the encouragement and thank you for having my back. I really needed it at that time, and if that love was pseudo fake, hey, a win is a win, baby. A win is a win. What's up, Aaron? Yeah, so I'm happy that I didn't end up quitting. I stayed in there, stuck it out, and granted, I'm still here at 34K, so it worked out. Um, and then from that situation, it turned into a whole mess, and then yeah, that went ugly. That's why I said I don't even talk to those people anymore that even came on my panel. But moving on from that, we go to later on in the year in October. I think it was October. There was a nasty rumor out there about me, and it spread like wildfire. Mind you, no one had any proof. No one had any recollection of a story. It was like the story was just all over the place. But basically, they were going around making it seem that I was a predator. And that's a heavy mark or a jacket or a scar to put on somebody saying that they're a predator. Mind you, I'm not. Secondly, where the hell are you even getting that from? Thirdly, if that was the case, wouldn't you see like a mugshot, some kind of police record? And so that situation in turn taught me, oh, you can just say whatever you want to about anybody, and it doesn't matter if it's true or not. Just say whatever you want to. You can literally say the most disgusting things about another human being on this platform, and nothing will fucking happen to you. That's what it taught me. I hate that it had to happen to me for me to realize that. But yeah, you could say whatever you want to about anybody on this platform. It doesn't matter. And thank you, Stephanie, for showing me love. She said, I'm so glad. Let me read on here. I'm blind as hell. She said, I'm so glad you stayed. If you hadn't, I wouldn't have met you, and I wouldn't get to make you mad every day. Thank you, cuz I appreciate that. Stephanie, when did you find me? It was the TI stuff. That's how you found me, right? What's up, Lefty? It's so funny because I should have Lefty come up here for a minute, but I think he has a show to do. But anyway, during that time, I was literally going to be out of here because I was like, if y'all gonna make like rumors and nasty shit like that, like that's not right. And it wasn't even so much because I know what I am and I knew it wasn't true, right? It was that there were content creators that came together and literally made video after video after video. So just imagine you telling people like, no, this is not true. I don't know where they're getting that from. But yet you have content creators all partnering together and go live after another one, after another one, after another one, after another one. Literally, it's kind of like what they do with Jaguar Wright. Literally, one person go live, the next person go live, then another one. So no matter how many videos I did at that time, my videos were all fleshed out with all these nasty things about me. They were all fleshed out. And basically, I do want to shout out a few people that were rocking with me at that time. I want to shout out Sherelle and Perry because they held me down. They still did a show with me and had me on their show. They were like, we don't believe that. No, we still going to hold you down. And so since that moment, that's why I will always have loyalty to them. And believe it or not, there is no beef. I know some of y'all try to say like, oh, AT2, there's some kind of beef. No, it's not that. It's just that I'm working on my own platform. And, it takes a lot of time out doing other people's shows and stuff like that. But they're doing good. I don't even think they have guests like that on their show. Like, they have a few people, but it's not crazy how it used to be like with different panelists and stuff like that. because they're talented enough to do their own show. What's up, Marie? How you doing? They're talented to do their own show, so they don't need like a whole bunch of people and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, but there's no drama or nothing like that. I know a lot of people try to throw that out there and make it spicy and stuff like that. Trust me, when the AT2 documentary comes out, that's when I'll share everything about all these content creators, including Marie. Oh, when my documentary come out, that's when I'm spilling everything. What's up, Miss Barbara? That's when the real tea is going to be spilled, when my documentary come out. But anyway, yeah, but there's no issue or nothing. Like, let it go, you guys. And I still check out the show. Sometimes it's hard, just like in Universal Tea with Marie might understand this too. When you're a content creator and you go in somebody else's chat and you say hi, then everybody says hi to you. And then if you miss saying hi to somebody, they get mad at you. And then you have to keep saying sorry and then trying to reply to everybody else. So sometimes I just like to watch in the background, or I'll watch the replay of somebody. So it just makes it a little bit easier. So don't think, if you're a content creator, that I don't support other content creators and stuff like that. It's just easier to watch the replay and stuff like that. And again, some of them have my phone number, and some of them also have me on Instagram or whatnot. If you feel like AT2 has missed out on important moments in your life, just let me know, and I'll make sure to be there next time. You know, but anyway, Terrell and Perry, they have my back, and there were some content creators who had my back, but I can't say they actually really supported me. I think during that time when people were saying these nasty things about me, the audience, my subscribers, were the people that really held me down and had my back. And so because you guys had my back, that in turn made some of those content creators all like, oh, well, we want to be on the side that says AT2 is a good guy. Like, we're going to defend him. But I don't know if they did that because they actually cared about me. Because in turn, after everything, a lot of those people that supported me back then, they all turned on me and was all like, oh, now I believe the rumor because I'm upset or I'm mad at you. If you did that to me, we're not cool. And we can never be cool like that again. There was a lot of people that really tried to destroy me, and they did not care. They did not care at all. Thank you, Rena. I appreciate you. They did not care about how I felt. They did not care about my mental health. They cared about carrying on a story and making a whole big scenario of it. And, when you guys ask me, how come I don't watch this content creator? How come I don't team up with them? How come I don't do that? Because a lot of you guys don't know the history. A lot of those people that you love and support have done horrible things to me. I could never rock with those people. And I'm not telling you guys not to watch them people, even though I probably am after this. I'm not telling you not to watch those people, but you have to know, if I don't rock with them or I don't watch them, it's for a reason. That's honestly my way of getting my get back. I could get on here every day and drag the hell out of them and go back and forth. But what's the point in doing that? That's not what I want to be known for, and that's not what I really want to do with my platform. But I could definitely listen, if the beef sector didn't want to come over here and click my link because they some punk asses, trust me, I can eat y'all up, and just like that. Just like that. I got a nasty mouth, but my tongue is clean. But I got a nasty mouth too, and I can get with you too. I choose not to, because this is a business at the end of the day. But if I feel like I need to, I will. But when if I don't watch them, thank you, Melody. If I don't watch certain people, or I tell you I'm not going to watch, that's it. Please stop telling me, oh, well, AT2, it's no, because these same people that started all these rumors about me and carried on and did shows and show after show after show, never really apologized to me. Hell, some of them still say the most horrible, ridiculous, lying ass things about me still today. So if I still harbor ill will towards these people, that's it. Me not watching their content is letting them live. Mind you, sometimes I think like, maybe I should have did a GoFundMe and try to take some of these channels down. But you know what? The reason why I didn't, one, because of money, and then secondly, people are all like, well, AT2, you should have did a lawsuit. And that's going to bring me to my next point. It's going to tie with the Larry Reid, don't worry. But a lot of people don't realize with these lawsuits, first of all, the people that you sue, they have to have something that you want. A lot of these people don't have anything. The only thing that I would want to take is a Section 8. Anybody know how I can get a Section 8 voucher? Tell me that and help me with that, right? Secondly, they ain't got nothing. If they had something, it was in somebody else's name. What is it when your lawyer looks up what people have? Excuse me. First of all, defamation is a hard case to win anyway. I know Tasha, lost to Cardi B, but that is a hard case to prove. So I just want to put that out there. That was going to be my third point. But when you do like a study, what is it called? It's assets search. Yeah. But it has a different name though, Stephanie. I forgot what it's called, but I think that's the proper name. But anyway, when you looking to see what people have, so then you can try to garnish and take stuff. That's what it is. It was one of those things that I had, and I did the research myself. I was all like, well, discovery, thank you, ding, 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 discovery. That's what it is. So I was like, looking up what people had, because if you got somebody name, you can look up a lot of stuff for free. If you got somebody name, they was either married to somebody who had money, and then it was a lot. And mind you, like I said, it was multiple channels. So suing somebody is between about like 5,000, 10,000. But if you're suing multiple people, like it wasn't feasible and it wasn't realistic either. What's up, Miss Bugs? It wasn't realistic, So me going to sue people, and mind you, the people were supporting me. They had my back and everything. But who was going to keep putting money down so I can keep these lawyers and stuff going? Who was going to do that for me, y'all? Nobody. And I'm not saying like, oh, y'all money ain't good or anything like that, but y'all ain't giving me thousands of dollars. Like, I don't think I'm disrespecting y'all. Y'all ain't giving me thousands of dollars so I can keep suing these people. I'm not getting that kind of money. I know there's a lot of content creators who get thousands of dollars from their supporter, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't get those thousands of dollars, but I don't have nobody giving me thousands of dollars. Maybe in total, y'all gave me like $1,000, but yeah, I'm not getting like my rent paid. I'm not getting car notes. I'm not getting insurance. Yeah, I don't get that, and trust me, I appreciate $1, but $1 isn't enough to sue 10 different people. I'm telling you, it was a lot of channels. I might go on the membership and list them all so y'all know who I'm talking about. But the people who've been around for a long time, they know who I'm talking about and why I don't rock with these people. Send in prayers for the people that wronged you. They learn better, but they can stay where they're at. AT2bers are all good here. Yeah, thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. And it speaks a lot because I did do a lot of forgiving people and saying like, oh, I know they did me wrong, but they apologized, so it made it right. And it's kind of like you don't know if somebody is really sorry or if it's strategic. And I think a lot of those sorries were strategic. It was all like, let me make a big apology for you just so I can look like the good guy. I'd rather them just keep that same energy like some of these content creators and still just drag AT2. Don't bring that fake energy over here pretending like you're cool with me because you're not. It's fake. we see it. YouTube shouldn't allow their platform to be used to defame. Exactly. And YouTube keeps saying they updated their thing, on harassment and bullying, but I still see it go on today. You know what? Let's do a 30-second countdown while I catch up to some of these comments. But do we still see a lot of bullying and stuff like that on YouTube? Yes or no? 30-second countdown, because I'm confused what YouTube is doing. Yeah, I still see a lot of bullying going on. Like, it hasn't changed. Um, and even when you report it, it doesn't seem like it does anything. Like, I think out of all the videos that I have ever flagged, I want to say maybe only like three of them came down. Only three of them really came down. One video I had to do a privacy strike, but three videos I was able to flag it and get it taken down. But yeah, it's very, very, very rare that it ever happens. I'll be all like, why y'all have a flag button if you do it, it don't do it? you know like, is it just there for decoration? Like, come on now. My YouTube recommendations are extremely tailored, so I don't watch a lot of these people. Good New York chicken wing, good. um so yeah, so even in the point of this is that even after all of that, i still I still deal with it today. There's still a lot of people that say nasty, rude, ugly things to me, and I still got to get on here and just smile like, "Oh, everything's okay, you guys. Oh, we're just gonna continue." What's up, Lisa? How you doing? But I still gotta pretend and continue like I'm not affected by it, and I will always be affected by that stuff that people did to me. I always will. Now, have I forgiven certain people? Yes, I have. And I know some of y'all say, oh, you shouldn't forgive them, blah, blah, blah. I have, because in my heart, at the end of the day, God gonna deal with that. What's up, Erica? God is gonna deal with that. That has nothing to do with me at this point. God is gonna deal with all of that. Right. We see it every day. Right. um God is going to deal with that, so I don't want it weighing on my heart, so okay, I forgive, whatever. But there's still people that say things, and I have to be all like, all right, here we go. And I realize why they say these things about me is because they can't find any police record or arrest record. So why not just make up stuff about AT2, and I can easily just say these things and people will believe it. Like, hell, I'll tell you guys one thing. um I'd rather them say, I'm broke and I have a trust fund and I get money from my family. I'm gay. I'd rather those things than y'all call me a fucking predator. Like, I mean, I hate to say I'll take the lesser of two evils, but yeah, that's true. I'll take the lesser of two evils. Like, those things I can deal with. The other stuff, I don't like that. You know? Right, Lisa, you are right about that. You are definitely right. And they have, that's a good thing. They have motivated me because it made me hungrier. It made me want to keep on going, because I can just imagine certain people going through that, what I went through. And granted, I'm not saying that I went through the worst thing ever, but for me, it was going through that public humiliation. It's still something that still eats me up. It still eats me up inside. I don't think I'll say this. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll say this. I'm not over it. I just learned how to move on. I think because I haven't seen, um, I feel like people haven't gotten their karma yet. That's why I still harbor ill will, because it's all like, why haven't these people got their karma yet? Why? And should I had pushed the issue more for them to get their karma? And why did I have to be the most hated person on YouTube? What did I do to make you hate me so much? Um, that's what I always wonder. What did I do so much for you guys to hate me? And you know, if you guys know who I'm talking about and you happen to watch those people, you can ask them this question. I'll be completely fine with that. But you know, what did I do? I guess that's kind of like the closure that I want. What did I do so much or so wrong for you to hate me so much? That's what I wanted to know. You know, I'm sorry, Chicago Cloud. I'm not trying to make this sad. I'm not trying to make it sad at all. I'm not sad right now either. I'm just asking the question, like, what did I do for you guys to hate me so much? Um, but it's YouTube. That's what it is, right? It's YouTube. All right, so moving on, because like I said, these allegations and these things that you say about people have consequences, you guys. Moving on to, even though, you know, Larry Reid had already tried to sue the guy because it was tied in with that Daryl Moore situation and all that, right? So, you know, it's not like, oh, because people put it on YouTube, it made like a big thing. So remember Lavontraye Andrews, the guy that accused Larry Reid of X, Y, and Z. You already know what it is, X, Y, and Z. Um, Basically, you know, Tasha had put it out there, interviewed the guy, the mom, and everybody else. Also, the Lavontraye guy, the accused, the alleged victim, went to everybody else's channel, went around and did interviews on it. And I was kind of sitting back, you know, looking, and I did my commentary on it. Like I said, I can't say yes, I can't say no. However, I don't believe that Larry Reid had a inappropriate relationship with someone not of age. That's what I did say. But did they have a relationship? I don't know. But um, my thing was like, yo, this dude, and I'm talking about Lavontraye, the alleged victim. This dude is gonna get thrown out, and what I mean by that is he's a hot topic for the moment. But after the story is not hot, you got to deal with the repercussions from all this stuff that you went around and said. And mind you, I cannot say if it's true or not because the court of law has to say that. Now that it's in court, the court of law has to say that. But whether it's true or not, you have to stand on it, and you're going to stand on it alone. Because those content creators who did all those videos about Larry Reid being a this and a that, are they still giving Lavontraye money? Have they checked on him? Have they seen if he's good or not? You know, do they know if he's eating? Is he housed? Because allegedly he came out and did all this stuff because he was getting evicted and needed, you know, money. So he was like, okay, well, let me bring up this whole Larry Reid story. So I don't want to say that was his motivation, but are you checking on him? Is he good? Like, was there any follow up? You know, hey, I'm just checking in on you to see if you're okay, blah, blah, blah. There's people that I've interviewed on my channel, and I may not talk to them every day, but, you know, I check in every so often, or they'll check in with me. Those are the kind of things that you want people to actually care about. And especially with something so serious that happened, you want you want to know that you were not used just for another storyline on YouTube. Because I told you, YouTube is just like your favorite reality show. That's how it is, y'all. It's like your favorite reality show. I promise you, these people do not give a damn about what happens to you after you get the boot. They don't care. They move on with their life. They eat, they chill. They make their money off of you. So after you make your money off of somebody, it's all like, all right, I'm good. I don't need you anymore. I made my money off of you. Hey, you agreed to talk. Yeah, what was I gonna do? And so you gotta think about these things when you team up with people. And it seems like, yeah, they raw, they on your side, they doing video after video. But what happened to Lavontraye after? Right, Mike Powers, you're right. Right, New York Chicken Wing Piranhas. What happened to him after? Like, is he okay? Is he okay? Now, from the other perspective, we can also say, did Larry Reid do everything right? Did he handle the situation correctly? Hell, I've never been in that kind of situation, so I can't even say if he handled it correctly or not. There was better things that he could do, especially when, remember, he did that interview and he had Armand and Storm interview him and stuff like that. That was awkward. That was definitely a no. That was definitely a thumbs down on that one because that was horrible. There's definitely ways that he could have moved better. I will say that, but I can't accuse him of X, Y, and Z because having that kind of jacket on you, having that kind of mark or scar on you is horrible. So, with that being said, Larry Reid got basically dragged through the mud, and it's kind of like, now he had to sue, and he's suing the guy, Lavontraye, but like Lavontraye doesn't have any money, so he's not going to get anything out of it. So he basically did that for free 99. But I almost felt like he felt pressured, like he had to sue Lavontraye. And my thing was all like, well, shit. If you're going to do a free lawsuit, well, no lawsuit is free. You might as well have did a lawsuit to try to get, because this was what I was going to do, was try to get a lawyer to contact YouTube and get either the videos taken down or the channels if I could. So I feel like he should have did that, because if you look up Larry Reid and the Lavontraye things, those videos still come up. So I think it would have been smarter for him just to do that and then because basically Lavontraye can't fight you, like he doesn't have the money to do it. That's kind of what happened with the Daryl Moore guy. And you can I can have Stephanie come up here and speak on that. But well, no, she don't want to speak on that probably. But basically, when somebody has that power, and aka the money, they can just tie you into court. They can file all these different motions and stuff like that. You trying to respond back, you don't know what's going on. You got you a lawyer off a Legal Shield trying to do work for you and all that other stuff, right? So basically, you can tie somebody up in court and just drain their money, drain it. And that's basically what happened, And I think that's kind of like what Tasha went through. She even said she got lawyers who just graduated college, and that's what she did. But anyway, I feel like you just go with the cheapest people and you try to fight somebody who has endless amount of money. I mean, Larry Reid doesn't have endless amount of money, but he got enough to fight a case if he want to and tie you up. He can probably just get you in there. He can at least pay his lawyer a few dollars every month just to keep him on retainer, and just lock you up to where he can just drain your little funds that you're getting, because you probably had to, and I don't know if Lavontraye is broke, but he probably had a fundraise to get his lawyer, or hell, does he even have a lawyer and he's just trying to avoid it? because that's another thing too. Like I said, I couldn't pull up the thing on Pacer for free. The lawsuit that comes up for free is the initial one back in 2022. So the one that he did in I believe the date was like in August this year. He tried to do a default judgment. Something tells me Lavontraye probably doesn't have a lawyer, and that's probably why he's trying to do a default judgment. Either they didn't hear from somebody, or he doesn't have a lawyer and he's trying to run. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Uh, Thank you, Josephine. I appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you, everybody, showing me love. I'm not ignoring you. I just don't want to get sidetracked. Um, Tasha is triggered by light skin. Ooh, you think that's what it is? Ooh. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, usually that's how those things go in court. It's somebody with the bigger chunk of the money can just tie you up and keep it going and going and going. And lawyers don't talk to you for free. They want their money. They're not talking for free. I think the only lawyer I know that talks for free is Stephanie, because Stephanie, if you ever talk to Stephanie, Stephanie love to talk. I feel like, damn, usually lawyers pay you want their money before they start talking, but Stephanie will talk her ass off. Is Stephanie still here, by the way? Oh, here she she said, oh, sorry, hold on. Dang, get that off my screen. Hold on. Larry did this to at least one pastor. I'm not saying it's okay for it to happen to him, but that case he was involved in made him a target for retaliation. Ooh, okay. Yeah. I was trying to drop the link for Stephanie because she said she wanted the link. But yeah, my thing was like, okay, Larry name was basically slandered and dragged through the mud. Thank God he still has his platform, because definitely allegations like that. And Larry covers the church, and them church people don't play. Now the pastors, they'll pretend like the pastors don't do anything. They'll cover up for the pastor. The pastor be doing all kind of stuff, and they'll cover up for him. But Larry Reid just gives commentary, and he kind of not kind of, he exposes things that go on in the church. So you got this guy who's exposing people in the church, and then he gets exposed. Yeah, it's just not a good look. So definitely his image, his brand could have been destroyed as well too. What's up, Jessica? The church folks are the biggest. God damn it, Jessica. Let me block you. I'm just kidding. Hey, but you ain't lying. They supposed to pray for you, but they praying on you. PREYING. Praying on you. When they supposed to pray, they are praying. That's the bad part. I don't know what's going on, Stephanie. I tried to drop the link for you real quick. Okay, here we go. Technical difficulties. Okay, let me get out of StreamYard because StreamYard messing up. Let me click out of this. Hold on, leave. Okay. Yeah. Oh, he has online church and his Patreon. Oh, okay. I know he did something on Sundays, but I thought that was just like, a lot of channels do like Sunday service and stuff like that. I thought that was just like a thing. I didn't know he actually did church. Like, so he's like reading scriptures and stuff like that. I thought it was just called like a Sunday service. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that could have ruined his online church. That could definitely have ruined him. And like I said about Lavontraye, now that Lavontraye is, irrelevant, he's not on the internet no more. Nobody really cares. Like this whole thing happened in August. Someone told me that another content creator was talking about it, and so it kind of like piqued my interest. And I was like, you know what? Whatever happened with that situation? And then I got to thinking about how these people don't care about you. They'll get on that high horse and be all like, yeah, we need to get rid of this person. We need to do this. And they don't really care. It's all about the money. Don't I always tell y'all, this video ain't about Jaguar, but it's the Jaguar effect. These content creators talk about how horrible Jaguar is. Wasn't there a content creator that said they were suing Jaguar and she never got a lawsuit? But they say like how they're trying to get rid of her, get her locked up in jail, but they honestly don't care. They just they're literally telling you guys this because they know that's what you want to hear. I promise you. And I could put $100 on it. They don't care. Let me let Stephanie up here. What's up, cuz? How you doing?
Hey, cuz, can you hear me okay?
You're remixing.
Shit, again? Okay, hang on.
Okay. Is it still the storm?
No, the storm's over, but is it any better now?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like beam boom, beam boom, boom boom, boom boom, boom boom. It kind of sounds like y'all remember Charlie Brown? Womp 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 womp. It sounds like that. What's up, Sandra? How you doing? But it sounds like Charlie Brown. Womp 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 womp. Boom 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 boom. Bing boom boom boom. I was all like, what the hell is she saying? I was all like, I can't hear nothing. Oh, can we hit that like button? Why 3 people hit the dislike button? Y'all hating. That's why YouTube don't show y'all hitting that dislike button no more, because y'all just be hating for no reason. I ain't even called nobody out their name. I told y'all about my trauma. Like, I ain't even said nothing disrespectful, and y'all hitting that button. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button to overpower them dislikes. It's only 3 of them, though. But yeah, you guys, people will say and do horrible things to you without any care in the world. They do not care. They'll let you think they care about you, but they really don't care about you. And it kind of makes me want to be more responsible with the kind of journalism and the content that I create, just being more cautious and responsible. Because there's even a story, and I told my members about this, there's a story that I've been putting off just because, like, I can see it getting ugly and I can see people accusing somebody. And so I have to be so articulate and so factual when I put out this video. It's going to take me a minute. I'm literally going to have to write down everything word for word. Word for word that I'm going to say, because that's how ugly it can get. So, yes, shout out to everybody in Texas. Hopefully you guys are safe. New York Jiggling. We gonna come back and do a show after this one, because yeah, a lot of these people talk about Jag is this and that, but they got that Jaguar spirit. Like, how you hate the lady that you just like? Well, I guess that makes sense. You hate what you are, right? What's up, Stephanie?
Is it any better now?
Oh, we hear you loud and clear. Good.
Cool. Awesome. Okay.
Okay, go ahead and sound off before your internet go out again.
Yeah, for real. I got that hood life plan. And
y'all both in Texas too. That's the funny part.
I know, it's right. So I wanted to talk about basically, like, what is the issue with YouTube not stepping in more often with channels and issues, with the doxing and the harassment and, all these things. So it's actually kind of interesting, because really they are overstepping their bounds. They're just not, they're not going, I think they're using the law as a sword and a shield, because there is a provision in the Decency and the Communications Act. Decency Communications Act, which was passed in the 90s when the internet was starting to grow. Mm-hmm. And it's section 230. And it says basically that it gave a lot of protection to internet platforms, service providers, websites, that kind of thing, to keep them from being liable for what was said on them, right? So like here on YouTube, the individual YouTuber is the one who's supposed to be held liable, not YouTube for hosting the person who said it, right? And so
Right.
they have protection under 230 for so they're not sued themselves, right? And
Right.
it's the
That's why
same thing for
YouTube is never sued.
right. And so it's the same thing for Facebook. It's the same thing for the old school, like live journals and, web boards and all that stuff, right? And it doesn't protect them from like criminal law. So, things that are federally prohibited from being on the internet, for example, we all know what I'm talking
Mhm.
about. Like websites could be held liable for stuff like that, but
Yeah.
not for just slander and defamation or copyright material. There's some like little issues that are carved out, but essentially, yeah, I mean, slander and libel is a big one that they can't be held liable for. But I think YouTube, and the deal that they made in Section 230 was you are not, the websites, the service providers, the forums, the platforms are not going to be held liable as long as they aren't stepping in to favor some content over the other, right? So basically, if you're not acting as a moderator, then you're not going to be held liable because basically you're not interfering with what goes on your platform. So you're not having any role in it. But YouTube is using it as a sword to basically be like, they're saying, we are going to have these standardized, we're not moderating, we just have standardized, terms of service, right?
Right, right. And
But
Sharon kind of put it plainly. She said, so basically, YouTube wants to keep making money. It's all about keeping their Benjamins.
yeah, and the
Mhm.
government saw that from the beginning. They said basically like, if you could sue people on the internet that are providing the services, we're not going to have an internet. And so, that was kind of the thought behind it, was freedom for
Right.
the internet to grow. Um,
Because I was
now,
going to say Facebook and Instagram, they actually do like, because I remember I told somebody to go jump and they said, if you do that one more time, we're going to
right,
take your page. So
exactly,
Meta, I should say Meta because that encompasses
right,
both. Meta will take you down.
yeah,
Also, TikTok will take you down for like things you don't even think about. Say if
yep,
you do go live and you're driving, going live,
yep,
they'll take your live down, and then if you
hmm,
do it again, they'll take your whole page because
yeah.
yeah, they literally will get in everything and like it's crazy.
Well,
But
you can't.
Google, I guess they all like, oh, man, our name
Well,
is in it and we ain't in it.
and YouTube does have very arbitrary standards that they apply.
Hmm.
Like yeah, they're like, I know you've been flagged before. I know other people have been flagged before, and sometimes, like you were saying, you flagged videos, and like one video got taken down. They were all against the terms of service, but only one got
Right.
taken down. And so because like Section 230 might let them get away with having terms of service as long as they're applied are not arbitrarily, standardized all the way across the board. But because YouTube seems to be picking and choosing, and whether that's because they want to or because they just can't handle the volume of videos, whatever the reason is, it seems like they're losing. I would argue they're losing their privileges under Section 230, and they are becoming liable because they are favoring some content over another. They
Right.
really
And that's
are.
what people were saying in the chat. Like they favor others over other people. So yeah, they are in violation, but
And, it's like Nick Fuentes could get on here and talk about, people having lower IQs just because of who they are,
right.
and then, you have people talking about, the analyzing what's actually going on in, Eastern Europe, and they're getting completely demonetized and kicked off the platform. So it's like,
Hmm.
what, and so it doesn't make sense. They're
Yeah.
definitely penalizing certain people, certain kinds of content, and it just, there's no standardization, so I think they are opening themselves up to a lawsuit.
Right. Chatterbox, do we know if Rumble is because I heard that Rumble is going away. Like So I always wondered about that. Like I heard like that platform could be going away. I know you can kind of say whatever on there and you'll be fine, but I heard like that was getting looked into, so I kind of haven't jumped over there. But I'll check it out. But that kind of reminds me, Stephanie, so would you be in agreement that Fresh and Fit should have lost their monetization or no? Do you think YouTube overstepped their boundaries?
Well, here's the issue: is that it's got to be across the board, right? It's got to
Mm-hmm.
be. I think it's got to be that they're everybody lives by the same rules or nobody does. It's either got to be the right. It's not either got to be the Wild West or it's got to be a Puritan Massachusetts village in 1690. I mean, we're either all going to play by the rules and it's all going to be controlled, or we're not going to be controlled at all. I don't think YouTube is picking and choosing.
Right.
That's just not. I don't think legally they could get away with that, and I don't think it's just from a political and
What about the rumor that they're not telling them why they're demonetizing them?
and that's another thing too, because how can you basically y'all are contractors, y'all are
Right.
independent contractors that make YouTube money, right? And so if you're going to lose your ability to be on the platform and make money, then I think they should legally tell you what exactly it is what standard it was that you violated.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically you're losing a contract, and I think there's certain things that like you can't have an independent contractor to the point where you're controlling the work to a certain extent. Like you have to let them be free. And so
Right.
like part of it is like they got y'all jumping through so many hoops that like y'all basically aren't free, even though you are to a certain extent, because they're
Right.
not
And
telling
you
you
can't
exactly what
talk
to
to
do.
nobody either.
Right, right. And so they have you on like strict. You're basically surveilling yourself all the time. Because you're not sure what YouTube is going to do and what they care about, what they don't, what they're gonna get mad at, and what they're not. And so it's really it's a game. I mean, it really is like a maze. It's like
Right.
mice running through a maze in a laboratory. Like, what is it today? What do we got to be afraid of today? And so I think like there's a lot of problems with YouTube. There's a lot of problems with the platforms themselves. There's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
problems with them being private platforms, and so technically we don't have a First Amendment right. But then also you have the CEOs who are basically capitulating to the federal government, and the federal government doesn't come in here and tell YouTube like you can't have X, Y, and Z, but they put a very vague law out, and then YouTube and Meta says, okay, well we'll we'll prohibit an entire category so
Right.
that we will not run afoul of the law. And it's just like they're stepping to the government in a way that we don't have any way to fight back, because the private platforms are restricting us at the government's behest, but it's not the government itself that's doing it.
Right. So do you think it was okay what happened to Larry Reid?
No, I don't think it was. I don't think that, but at the same time, I'm not sure that the complainant, what was his name? I'm sorry, I can't remember.
Lavontraye.
Lavontraye. I think there's a certain amount of immunity people have when they report incidents such as this. I think Larry Reid would have a big battle ahead of him to show that it was malicious in nature and not and it was a false report. I think that's a big burden that he'd have to prove that he intentionally lied, that he wasn't mistaken, that he wasn't confused, and it was definitely untrue. And it was not only untrue, but he reported it and then he went public with it maliciously, right?
Right.
And I think it's also when he wanted to sue the people who covered it, which was kind of
Right.
spotty. He sued some and not the others. But it's I think we talked about this earlier, where
Right.
if you want to sue somebody
Well,
for slander,
DM was the only one that actually got sued. Like he
right?
didn't go after the other ones. Yeah, DM was the only one. And you know who DM is, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
I was there. Basically watching this all unfold. And I think
Stephanie was there instigating it, by the way, you guys.
I'm all over YouTube instigating everything. But
Stephanie was trying to run from it, but she was watching it.
yeah, I think it's really you got. I think it kind of is getting really hairy because it's. I think that they need to be really careful when we're going to jury trials on this thing, on slander and defamation, because it really shouldn't cross the line where if you're reporting on something, then you're not slandering. You're reporting on possibly somebody else slandering, but you're just reporting on it.
Right.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a problem that we're getting into. It's getting really hairy, especially on these platforms. I think content creators need to make sure that they always say, like, this is a claim made by somebody other than me.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
think, it never goes like that. Like, oh, I'm just reporting. It's like, I
Yeah.
believe that this person is this, allegedly.
Right.
Like, they
Yeah.
think that allegedly word, but they're saying, like, yes, this is, um, this person is a predator. This person is this. This person is
Exactly.
that. And then they throw allegedly afterwards, and it's like nobody's hearing the allegedly. They're just hearing that you said, "I think this person is this and that."
Yeah, and allegedly ain't gonna save you. Allegedly
Right.
don't save you. It don't. It's not a magic word. It doesn't. You take slander and make it not slander. Um, if
Yeah,
you
they
say
picked a
things like,
side before they did the video. I'll tell you that. Nobody does a video and doesn't pick a side already. They picked the
right,
side.
yeah, yeah, and I think like it's not so much picking a side; it's just stating like these are facts, facts on facts,
Right.
and it's stating that I think as long as you couch it in terms of I am reporting that these people are making these allegations, I
Hmm.
think that should be fine. You know, there's nothing in the law that says you have to be fair and balanced. You can take, free speech allows you to take a side, but
Right.
when it comes to slander, you can't just assert something that something is factually true, um, maliciously if it's not true for a public
Right.
figure.
So
Yeah.
Stephanie, when I said that, usually the person with the more power, aka the more money, usually tries to tie the other person up in court.
Hmm.
Um, has that ever happened to you before, or a
Well,
situation like that may have happened where like they're just all like, I'm just gonna keep on throwing money at it and try to tie the other person up, and hopefully they'll tap out, you know?
Well, I don't do civil law that much. I really don't. But I
Mhm.
have, like one time, I did sue a major rideshare company, and
Mm.
it was like one person against a major rideshare company, and I actually won that one. So sometimes the little guy
Oh,
can
that's
get his way.
awesome.
But yeah, I think mostly with criminal defense, I'm the one who is trying to tie everything up because
Right.
the more I tie the state up, the more they have to prove. And I just don't. That's the more we push back, the harder the state has to work to convict my client. So I'm usually the one that's trying to tie everything up and slow things down. Yeah.
Right. You're like, I'm the one who's doing it, not the other way
Yep.
around. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because Stephanie does criminal, you guys, just so you guys can know.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I just kind of wanted to, because I hear that a lot. It's like, why can't we sue YouTube? Well, I think the laws traditionally have said you can't sue YouTube, but I think the way that they're going with these platforms that are,
Yeah.
moderating the content to really, there's no way else to put it. They are moderating the content. I think they are opening themselves up to liability.
Right. But I think also too, what lawyer actually looks at this and actually know the in and out of YouTube? I mean, there are a few lawyers on here, but I think those people haven't been put in a situation on the other side. I think
Right.
they're doing quite well. So you're not going to stop your money to try to, yeah.
I mean, I think there's been very few lawsuits. I think as a matter of fact, I think Young Pharaoh brought a lawsuit against YouTube, and
I think
I
it's
think
right. Yeah.
I think it was just so. I think he represented himself. I think it was sort of like he bit off a lot.
Mhm.
And it sort of tailored it. He might have had a better chance or a better. It might have been at least something that could have, even if it wasn't successful, he might have gotten a lot more out of it. But
Right. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
no, no, no.
That brings me to a question I want to ask you before you leave. So
Okay,
I heard, so I know you can represent yourself. You just can't represent nobody else, right? When you're not a
right.
lawyer, right?
Yeah.
So I actually heard the way these people are representing themselves, you know, when you have to respond to a lawsuit or even if you do one, they're putting it through AI and then just copy and pasting. Did you know that?
So, you know what's crazy about this? Chat GPT and, Baird and all these other things that are out there that can help you write stuff.
Yeah.
These lawyers out here are using that stuff. Lawyers, honest to God, trained lawyers who know better are using that stuff.
What?
And it's making you couldn't believe this. You couldn't make this up if you tried. These lawyers are out here using Chat GPT, and Chat GPT is returning information that is absolutely baseless. They're telling lawyers that cases exist that don't exist. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, lawyers have been citing cases in their briefs, like actual like state v so and so, state v so and so. These cases don't exist. They've never existed. They're not there. This never happened.
Wow.
And the courts are trying to figure out what to do to lawyers who don't do the proper research. And I mean, at least check the Chat GPT, check it to make sure it's right, even if you don't want to do your own research and you rely on that. And it's just crazy because I'm getting emails like every day from different legal marketing firms and legal strategy firms. They're like, what can AI do for you? What can Chat GPT do for your firm? And I like delete nothing, delete nothing, and I just feel like these things are spreading misinformation. And I think, it hasn't come to this point yet, but I think it's headed in this direction where they can be manipulated to really cause problems, to really stir up stuff.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I think we've unleashed the beast, and I don't know if we can even put the genie back in the bottle, but it just is, with as much manipulation as they can do, and, things that they can do to technology as it is, they are, I mean, there's already, black market GPTs out there that you're like, hey, Chat GPT, teach me how to build something that'll go boom. You know what I'm saying? That'll go boom. And, and the Chat GPT is like, okay, here you go. Here's a recipe for, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. So I can assume that you haven't used Chat GPT.
Hell no.
Wow, that is crazy knowing that lawyers actually use it. That's scary.
You just want to slap them sometimes. It's like, what are you doing? I mean, what are you doing? You can use a lot of different free research tools out there. You don't need to rely on Chat GPT. Not at all. And it's just sucker stuff. I mean, it's just really sucker stuff. It really is.
Oh my God, that is wild. Well, Stephanie, thank you for coming up. I appreciate you always, cuz.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, cuz. All right, see y'all.
All right, see you later. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the show right there. Thank you guys for coming, being a part of the show. This was a very dope conversation, so I appreciate that. Just a few thoughts. I wanted to kind of tie the whole Larry Reid situation into a personal story about how people can just defame you on here and there's no repercussions from it. Like, will it ever change? No. You just learn to build a bridge, climb over it, and make do with what you got. What's up, Alice? Yeah, you'll have to go ahead and take the red dot and pull it back and rewatch this. This is definitely a good show. So again, when y'all ask me why I don't talk to this person, why I don't like this person, that and all that stuff, stop asking me that. There's a reason. When I tell you there's a reason, there's a reason. Anyway, y'all, we're gonna get out of here. Have a good night, y'all. Can I get somebody on y'all? We out.